Hey, welcome everybody. MaxspeedTV proud to present Super Speedway Kings, the best of the best of the best. Tuesday night. Race number 2 from season 6. 2 fast repairs is what these cats get. You're going to want to watch the green flag pit stops too. And these trucks, you got to really be careful. So you guys stick around. Let's have a little fun. Bobby with all the hobbies, MaxspeedTV. We'll be back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the fray, you're the home of the brave.
All right, we're back. It's grid time. Sandusky, Ohio is where I'm from. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies coming at you right here. We are at Talladega, baby. 3 and 4 wide racing, absolutely. Grit time. Your pole cat tonight, Mr. Gary Jenkins in the 90 machine. Beside him, the 23, the Kid Wonder. I got him right here for you somewhere. Let me find him. There he is. Sebastian Marin from the Banana Republic. Wherever the hell that is. Row to the 63, the man, the young man wonder, Logan Hilton. Right beside him, Mr. Cody Nagels in a MaxspeedTV ride. Got him right there. Row number 3, 052 of Mr. Joe Delavecchia and the 48, BK Anderson. Row number 4, the 01, Patrick Groover and his twin beside him, Seth Groover. Row number 5, the 429, Mr. Paul Witt. There he is in his in-rig camera. 95 beside him, James Mayer. Row 6 to 71, JD Crow, the 81, Michael Russell. Row 7 to number 8, Duke Conrad, and the 4, Rick Seabrands. Row number 8 to 54, Travis Turnamere. And the 04, Mr. Mark Mann, the last season champion. Row number 9 to 46, David Overstreet, and the 071 of Eric Lowry. Row 10 to 36 is going to be David Boone and Sean Stevens in the 72. Row 11, 088, I just call him Stefano. 96, Mike Rimkus beside him. Row 12 to 22, James Moen and the 74, Brian Edwards. Row 13, the 88, I call him the Snake, Mr. Gabe Butler. Watch him. The 77, Mr. Brian Wang right along beside him. Row 14 to 34, Josh Milam and a 000, Giovanni. Row 15 to 171, Robert Rock and the 388 of Douglas Johnson. Row 16 to 448, Andy. We just call him Andy. 73, Gerald Forbes. Beside him, row 1785, Al Cena, and the 20, Jay Hilliard. Row 18 to 28, Justin Holland, the 048 of Andrew Schroeder. Row 19 to 45, Tom Siebels, and the 14 beside him, Dave Bingle. Row 20 to 101, Randy Miter, and the 55, Van Halen man, Dean Wilkinson. And row 21, last but not least, the 510, Richard Sanchez. You know how it goes. Too fast repairs. Watch out for the pit stops. It can bite you. It can be good, it can be bad. Teammates help each other a lot. You can push these things all over the place, but man, you better be square, because if you're off just a little bit, you're gonna have a bad day and you're gonna go from a hero to a zero. Jenkins is gonna be on the bottom. Sebastian Marin is up top. Race number 2, season 6, the Super Speedway Kings. Green flag, baby, we're racing. Logan Hilton down in what I call the rocking chair. What is that? Yeah, it's as safe as in your mama's arms, supposedly. That's where everybody on that high line is trying to get, right there where that number 63 is sitting. The high line, Cody Nagels, the MaxspeedTV guy, and he is being pushed by BK Anderson. And it looks like he's got to put him in the rocking chair, and he did. Nagel swings down close enough where he might have took a little bit of paint off that 63's front nose. Logan says, I ain't having nothing of it. He's going back up to the high side again. Already got to branch out the 3 wide, one of the Groover brothers. Waiting for his twin to pop out with him. Nagel's in the rocking chair, loving every minute of that. Sebastian Marin right there on the bottom, pushing him. So you got this guy leading the show. You got this guy behind him, pushing him. Back to 3 wide, the Groover brothers. I'm telling you what, if I didn't know better, I would swear they were born on top of a wall somewhere at a racetrack. They absolutely freaking love running up against that wall. No matter where they're at, they love it. And here comes that 71 JD Crow, another one that loves running that high side. Welcome everybody out in YouTube land. All the newbies, all the normal ones I have. Appreciate everybody being out here. Tonight we got a special guest because we got the league owner out chatting with us. Which he's supposed to be in bed because he's got to pick up on a plane in the morning. Any chats you want me to say, anything you want me to tell your favorite driver, let me know. I will say it. I don't live by any of them. Hilton back down in the rocking chair onto the bottom. In the inside now, you've got Seth Groover, the 02, and his twin brother up in the top, Patrick Groover. Nothing but 3 wide racing around here with the SSK boys. Now 429, Mr. Paul Witt, there he is. You can see him in the middleman of the autism truck. Got his mug right here in the in-rig camera. I can't tell if he's in a disco room somewhere or what. He's really got some serious blue lighting going on behind him. That's the cool thing about iRacing. You can run it anywhere. Hilton's still down on the bottom. Nagel's right there doing the pushing with him. The 48, BK Anderson is your pusher in the middle. JD Crow, he's pushing up top. Riding around with JD Crow on his roof. Now this is what I'm talking about being square. You see him push him right there and he wasn't perfectly square. He just about turned him into the left into his twin brother. You've really got to be as square as you can when you hit these guys in the back bumper. These trucks do not like it. They get upset very, very easily. And it's hard to anticipate what the guy in front of you is actually going to do. Can he hold a straight line? Is he going to move off? That's what all these guys get to deal with. And on top of that, when you're inside, you've got to deal with all your water temperatures and oil temperatures and everything. You can blow these puppies up right now. That easy. Patrick Groover sticking his nose right there in the middle, again with his twin right behind him. Now the 23 is going to get involved in the pushing up on the top line. .40 drivers. David Overstreet is 4 laps down, and I'm not sure if he had a technical problem, an internet problem, or what. But him and his boys there has got a lot of work to do. JD Crow out on that outside line. He started 11th, and here he is battling for second. Some of the notables that I like to always mention, way back here in the back, the in 30th position is Mark Mann in the 04. Mark is the defending champion of last year's season, trying to double it down. Here's where the fun begins. You see that guy up there? He's about ready to get mowed over like a fat lady on a Sunday. They are coming, baby. He's got to keep it way up against that wall. And I'm going to follow him all the way back here until he hops in. Looks like he's going to be fine right there. No problems. But we do have a caution on the track. And for the life of me, I don't know why. Let me see. Well, we got some slow ones right here. Let's take a look at it. See if I can find it. The 55, there we go. The 55 seen it, and he just literally went way back. Let me see here. The 04 Mark Mann, I see him. He might be turned right here. Look at that. I brought him bad luck. I talk about him, and he gets wrecked. He is not going to be a happy camper when he hears that one. There he is. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it was Mark Mann. I lied. It's out here in front of him yet. Oh, the 74 is the one who was involved in that one. Brian Edwards. Ouchie. All right, we'll figure it out now. Let's take a look. The Red Bull machine. Does he have a factor, a play in this right here? And it looks like the 74 is going to come up, and the Red Bull machine of the 96 is going to come down. Both of their faults. Two guys going for the same piece of real estate, not going to happen, Captain. And you can see these guys just coming in and pounding. Mark Mann goes around and misses them. 510 scoots through there. The 88, the Snake, Gabe Butler, hard on the brakes. That's going to be our first caution, and everybody is going to be in the pits right here, right now, I'm afraid. And here they come. Logan Hilton's going to bring them in. Everybody out there, I appreciate you guys watching. 15 watching, 10 likes already. Awesome. These guys do a great job. You got to hit that like button. I swear you won't get a blister. If you do, Jimmy Crow will personally send you a Band-Aid. Tell him, Jimmy. Everybody is into the pits right now. I mean everybody. And here they come. Logan's going to come out number 1. Patrick Groover, number 2. Cody Nagels, 3rd. Seth Groover, 4th. 5th, Sebastian Marin. JD Crow, 6th. BK Anderson, 7th. James Mayer, 8th. 9. Mike of Remkes, I believe. Mike, now he's got to try to get his lap back. Is what he's going to do. He was involved in that last incident. JD Crow is going to be 7th. BK Anderson, 8th. James Mayer, 9th. And James Moen, I believe, he is going to be 10th, really. It says 9th, but it's 10th. The 96 is up here waiting so patiently so he can take him and the boys. You can see him right here. These guys are going to be waiting very patiently to get their laps back. So what's going on, I do believe. Mr. Overstreet, he's waiting. The king of the hill. My favorite line out of that movie is something I hear my wife tell me all the time. Damn it, Bobby. 11 laps in, first caution. Let's have a chat. Let's talk to that guy. Nagels, Bobby the Booth, you got a copy. I don't have him. Where's he at? I'm looking. Nagels, Bobby the Booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, pretty racy already. First thing, I expect nothing less from the SSK boys.
Yeah, it's been 3 wide, I believe, the whole 10 laps or whatever that run was, but very good, high quality run in there. I'm pleased with where I'm at, and hopefully, you know, I can keep the track position, which is going to be key late in the race.
Well, you know what? Everybody's looking really good and they're running very well. My question to you is, we can't see your bed anymore, so your mom's probably wondering, did you make your bed?
Yes, I did. I had to look back. So I think this might be the last night I'm even staying at the apartment, because I'm taking tomorrow off and moving my big stuff. So this probably will be the last you see of this little setup. The next time I will be in a different place.
All right. Well, hey, you've never won a broadcasted race by your sponsor, which is me. How you feeling tonight? You've been so close so many times.
Yeah, last night was pretty rough, but I'm going to try to move on from last night. So I'll just say the same thing I always say. I got a chance. I just got to be there at the end, give myself a chance just with the track position. If I'm there at the end, I have just as good a chance as anybody, so we'll see.
All right. Hey, what room did I take you out of? Because we don't have our room set up.
Throw me in with Paul Witt.
All right. Well, I got to find Paul. Hang on a minute. You know what? It's just like one guy doing everything here, you know? It's, man,
oh, yeah.
Man, I'm telling you.
You don't want to multitask, do you, Bobby? That's too much work.
I'm telling you, man. Lucky I can walk and chew gum. All right. Good luck. We'll see you.
Thank you.
He's been close so many times when I broadcasted, and he has not won a race. It's killing him. I know it is. Trying to get the monkey off his back, or like I used to tell Mark Mann. Mark Mann has been so close to winning races so much, and he just misses. So get the monkey off his back, the horse's leg, whatever it is. The horse, get it off. Getting ready go back to green flag racing. Hilton is going to be leading them to the start line. 12 laps out of 77 is complete. SSK, Bobby All the Hobbies, MaxspeedTV coming at you here. Dega, baby. And it's go time. Well, they got trouble into the back. Don't know if that's going to bring out a caution or not, but somebody was back there spinning. If it keeps them new. If it keeps them off the track, there won't be a caution, and so far we are okay. Somebody might have missed a gear or something and got ran over. That happens a lot. I saw 2 trucks heading down to the infield. But so far, we're still rocking and rolling. Out front, the Groover brothers. Patrick in the 01, his brother in the 02, twins. And we have their mom out here in YouTube, hanging out with us as always. Good to see her. Making that middle or the top line for now, making it work, the Groover brothers. I'm telling you, these guys, they can get it going. JD Crow down in the bottom, and he's got Logan Hilton doing the pushing right there with him. Now you can see these guys. I can't stress enough the importance of pushing somebody and being square doing it. And you can see Nagels is caught in the middle right there. And this is what it's like. You've got trucks all around you. How close do they run, Bobby? Well, look how close they are. I'll show you. I mean, that's close, buddy. They are really close. Always running that close, actually. Up against the wall, no problem. He's going to stay on that outside line. And I am noticing the 22 machine. I'm trying to find out, unless he's got a custom number. There he is, James. He kind of got hung out to dry a little bit, so he's going backwards, as my son used to say. Still up front, the Groovers. Mr. Paul Witt, we got him right there in rig camera in his own personal disco room. He's doing the pushing down in the bottom of that autism machine. And that's a really cool paint scheme, by the way. Take a good look at it right here. Let me get that out of the way. There you go. See how tight these guys are running? I mean, they're tight. One little bobble. Here comes Sebastian Marin up top. He's your pusher now in that 23. I got Sebastian right here. All you see is his ugly head. That's it, the head. From the Banana Republic. Got no idea where that is. Logan all the way down in the bottom. Paul Witt almost went down across the double yellow line, had to bring it back up. You go down to that bottom line and you come back up, it can throw you in. Oh boy. It'll be a handful. Joe Della Vecchia. In the udder machine is what I call it. I told him he needs some giant nipples, some udders on the hood of that truck. And he hasn't done it yet. But he is running a Chick-fil-A running cows. All right. The bottom lane seems to be having it going on. Sebastian able to drop all the way down. James Mayer doing the shoving now on the bottom. Now, some of your fellers that like to hang back into the back, well, I'm going to show you. All the way back. Gabe Butler in the 31st position. This guy's won more championships than I've got underwear in my drawer. And I know that's TMI, but I'm telling you anyway. He sets back here so he can save his fast repairs. If anything happens in front of me, he's got plenty of time to make the big maneuver to save from having to burn off a fast repair. And believe you me, if something happens all the way up there in that pack, he still has to be right on that wheel in order to miss him. Every little edge, it counts, it helps. The other guy, Dean Wilkinson, is another one. He's back here. He's a ways back, him in a 45 of Siebels. As you can see, they're leading this little tandem pack right here. Still up front. Sebastian is in the middle. Logan Hilton right behind him. And the Groover brothers up top. A guy I've not heard a whole lot from, that's Joshua Milam in the 34. There he is. This guy can get around this track, and boy, can he push. BK Anderson working his way up. Back. He started 6th, got shuffled back, and here he comes back up again. There's Sebastian in the middle, drops it all the way down to the rocket chair. Calm, cool, and collected. 19 years old and he's never been kissed. Why? Because he spends all his time on iRacing. The 46 is dropping back, dropping like a rock. He got out of the way because he was running by himself. Overstreet is still 4 laps down. Gentleman's move right there. As you can see, I have nothing on him. No telemetry. That means he had internet connection problem. It's 12 laps since they've been into the pits. We got a ways to go before we see possibly our first green flag pit stops. And I got to tell you, that right there puts you on the edge of your seat because it could get really, really gnarly. That's right. I said gnarly. You got to watch your speed. You don't want to get hit. You don't want to hit nobody. I mean, pit road could make a grown man cry. Plain and simple. Sebastian on the bottom. He ain't going to give it up for nothing. And here comes the 048 of Mr. Andrew Schroeder. He's up in that 9th position after starting 36th. 36, and he's up in the 9th. And there he is riding on his hood, or roof. Now, I'll tell you what's tough, if I can find someone here and show this to you. Nope, a little too far. Still too far. There you go. Riding around with James Mullen. Now watch. He can only see about 3 cars up ahead. That's really about it. So he has no clue if something goes on in front of him. And that's why it's hard to react and you get screwed and you lose and you have to use your fast repairs. That's why you see a lot of your veterans hang out in the back and run till the laps wind down. But that's what it's like. He's currently in the 18th position. Back up front again. Still Sebastian Marin doing his thing. Hope everybody's having a good time so far. I realize it's a Tuesday night. It's not hump day, but hey, it's 2 less days you gotta work, right? The Groover brothers still hanging up there on that top, working really well together as always. I swear they know what each other's gonna do at the same time simultaneously. And I guess that's what twins do, huh? Michelle Anderson, how are you doing? Glad you're here. I'm a-looking. Checking on BK. There he is, the Caterpillar to 48 machine. He's currently in 12th. There's the Cody Nagels with my absolute handsome face in the back of that truck. They put it up there, so hopefully it won't put no more wrinkles on it when they get in an accident. I can't afford it anymore. Gary Jenkins, he was your polecat. He's sitting back here in the 18th spot. All right, there he is. And this is what he's seeing. See the little smudges on the windshield? That's correct. That's tire. That's a rubber. $27 out of 77 laps in the book, only 1 caution. We still got a little ways to go before we get to our pit stops, but it'll be coming up. And then these guys, they got to figure out what they're going to do. I got to get down to the bottom, you know. It gets a little crazy when it gets close to pitting time. You can throw a blanket over the first 25 trucks. If it was a big one. Coming up right in the middle. And there he is. That's Josh Milam. And I'm going to tell you what, Stevie Wonder can see that thing coming down the road. That is one bright truck. Look at all the chrome paint on it. Another guy, Al Cena, right behind me doing the pushing in the 85 machine. Al, another veteran. You got young guns, you got the older guns, you got newbies, you got oldies. And they all are racing very well together tonight. Jimmy Crow, the league owner, would be so proud because, man, whoa. Della Vecchia there. Him and Schroeder kind of touched a little bit, and that was pretty close. But Jimmy Crow's his whites in his eyes turn red when the caution comes out. He likes a good, clean, fun race. If you ask me, I think he's a little picky. But I got to be nice. He pays me. There's Paul Witt, and there he is. He's currently in the 12th position, hanging out at his disco club. Mr. Nagel's right there with him, and there he is. Calm, cool, and collected. Things are getting a little squirrely up there. And back here a little bit. Let's take a watch. Overstreet, he is doing the absolute most gentlemanly thing he could possibly do. When this pack comes around, he gets the heck out of the way. And as you should. That's what's great about the SSK boys. We have, or I should say, Jimmy Crow has assembled some of the best drivers around. And they've been doing it for a long time. Milam's going to drop down into the rocking chair. I'm going to say within 4 more laps or so, you should be seeing these green flag pit stops. And that's when the fun can begin. Cena up on that top line. Giovanni, Johnson, Overstreet. Those cats are the only ones that are laps down. Everybody else is on the lead lap, and I'm talking all 36 now, lead lap. About a second or two apart from each other, from front to back. Who's going to break off into the pits? Who's going to go with who? Teammates going to go together, obviously. Cena's getting ready because you can see him. He's dropped down to the bottom. We've had a few of them all the way into the pits and back out again. And that would be the ones that were way back in the back. And now you get to see Milam in his pushing. The Groover's doing a good job again up top. You stay off the guy till you get out of the turn, and then you come right up on him and you give him a little love tap right there. Sometimes you can get lucky out of the tri-oval and you can hook up and you can give him another shove. But you stay off of him in the turns. Number one rule in stock car racing and iRacing, especially with these trucks, never, ever, ever push in the turn. That's where there's a bounty out for your head the next race because you just wrecked everybody if you're kind of up front. JD Crow drops it down, leaves BK Anderson out there to kind of to dry. Here comes a few of the guys. They'll catch up with him. But right now, we're all wondering, and here they come. Wondering is over. Look at them all. Now, is it going to be poetry in motion? You know what? That was an excellent job. You don't practice green flag pit stops, guys. You can't. It's hard. So it comes very surprising. What a move. Al Cena brought him in. Here he is in his pits. We'll watch him take off. Make sure you do the speed limit. They're all going to hook back up again, and you can see them 3 wide coming out of the pits. Now, the ones that have not pit yet, which I'm trying to figure out where it's at. Here they are, up here. They're coming in right now. So this bunch is going to come in. They do an excellent job. That's what we like to see. Mr. Gabe Butler is in. Sean Steves, last season's champion, I should say, Mark Mann. Mr. Rick Seabrands is in. Out on the track. Here they come around. They're all going to pile right up here. They'll get back in sequence where everybody's going to be here in just a minute. But your leader right now is Sebastian Marin, but that's liable to change. Just for the fact that these cats are coming and coming pretty quick. And there they are. Oh, we got ourselves a caution, and it might be somewhere in this mess. See a lot of guys going slow. We got smoke coming out of the number 4, Mr. Rick Seabrands. Let's see what I can find. And whoa! Something seriously happened right there. Let's go back and take a look. Try to see the 95 machine if we can. James Mayer, pop it up here. Take her kind of slow. It happened right here. And I'm thinking the 01, and it was one of the groovers, was not square to that bumper, and he sent Nagels a-flying. And I'm going to show it to you again. This is what it's like. Let's go to the 01. You can get a better look. What I mean, you've got to be square. You've got to be square, because if you're not, oh man, you could really make somebody have a bad day, including yourself. Well, maybe I'll find, there he is. See if we can see it here. Get a better shot. So that, there you go. Take a watch. Hits him right there and sends him flying. And I know it was an accident. It definitely wasn't intentional. It's a racing thing. But man, that's what happens when you're not square, because Mr. Nagels goes flying hard into the inside wall. Seabrands goes out, and I don't think he's going to get hit by anybody. At least I hope he's not going to, because that'll leave a mark. Doesn't look like he's been hit by nobody. But they got to come in. They're smoking. So everybody's got to come in right now. They're going to top off on their fuel and out the door they go. There's our in-rig cameras. Nagels, Witt, and Marin. I still say Witt's at a disco club somewhere. Mr. Gabe Butler, the Snake. That's what I've always called him. The reason why? Because he'll pounce on you when you least expect it. And you can see that big old snake with the fangs right on that hood. He did that for me, by the way. But there he is. Now, he normally has a picture of my wife in his back tailgate. Yep, there she is on the left. Yeah. Figure we'll get a shot at Gabe, see where he's headed. He's dropping back. I don't know what he's doing. He must not be in the right position. He's comfortable back in the back of the pack. So about maybe 10 or 15 to go. Then out of nowhere, here he comes. Right up top is your top 5. 37 out of 77 in the books. Super Speedway Kings coming at you. Max Speed TV, Bobby, with all the freaking hobbies. Actually, I have too many if you ask my wife. Maxine, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Tammy Hilton, nice to see you out there. And that will be the mom of this guy right here, the 63 of Logan Hilton. I still say when he was born with a helmet and gloves on. And ouchie, mama, that had to hurt. But this kid, anything he sets in, he can drive. I mean, he is tough. He has nerves of steel. And you got to have nerves of steel. You got to have patience when you're in a super speedway race. Gruber on the bottom. B.K. Anderson up top. That's going to be the 1 and 2. They're going to lead these puppies off. Who's your pushers? Well, Logan's going to be pushing up top, and Seth Gruber will be pushing on the bottom with his twin brother in front of him. There's your race summary. 2 cautions, 17 lead changes. By the time this race is over with, you're going to see at least 33 to 34, I'd say. Hopefully these guys can play nicely for just a little bit. There's usually a guy that pops in here all the time when I'm broadcasting. His name is John Black, and he absolutely loves when I crank it up. And hopefully I'm going to be able to do that. It's when we get to show off the camera work, if I don't screw it up. 38 laps down, gone, in the books. Positions gained real quick. Take a look at that, huh? Some guys tuck no tires, some tuck 2. As you can tell, the fans are absolutely on their feet. They are just static. They're beside themselves. And they should be. Because the best of the best is out here. The SSK boys. Green flag, and here we go again. 38 laps in the book. Let's have a little fun. Let's crank this mother up. BK Anderson down in the bottom in the rocket chair, hanging on for dear life. Logan Hilton in a 63 being pushed by the veteran JD Crow. Top line trying to get something established, trying to move it on up. I gotta tell you, these guys are playing very, very nice together tonight. Some of the best racing around right here. Whoa, trouble up front. JD Crow is turned. And that is gonna be nasty. We got a lot of guys that are gonna have some damage here. Oh, yes, a whole bunch. Let's go back and see if I can find what has happened. I seen JD get turned. Right there it was. Let's see why and how. JD goes down to the bottom and he was not clear. Plain and simple. He thought he was clear. I think I'd fire his spotter because he was not clear. Watch him come down right here. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to switch over to the number 48 machine. And you can see it come right across his nose. So BK got the bad end of the stick on that deal. If I can find him in here, I'll do it anyway. There's a lot of trucks. There he is. Let's get a little closer. Watch how close this is. Thinks he's clear, but he's not. And hits and turns. And that's when it goes south. And boy, did these guys take a beating back here. Some of these cats have really gotten beat up. I'm not going to sit and watch him go into the pits anymore. I want to see who's going to get the Dude Wipes award here. Man. They are hitting hard, aren't they? See who I can ride with. We'll stop it and find somebody and we'll ride with them. Let's go back here a little bit. I think you got the 28. I think he went for a heck of a ride. Della Vecchia right there smashing into him. Let's find that 28 and we'll ride right around with him in his truck. Maybe it'd be pretty exciting, huh? If I can find him again. My God, so many trucks, so little time. You think my cameraman will be a little bit on the money here, wouldn't you? Well, I'm not finding him. He may have bugged out. I'm not sure. There he is. Got him. Run it back and ride with him. Riding with the 28. You see it happen right in front of him. He got nowhere to go. Up and over and around he goes. And you pray you don't get hit again. See all these guys dodging each other? And there he is, out front now. Everybody else came into the pits. This cat right here, Mr. Michael Russell, did not. He started 12th. He's leading the show right now. And there he is. He's kind of surprised me with this paint scheme. It's a little different. Got him the iRacing paint scheme going on here. Quite frankly, I'm a little disappointed, Michael. He hears that, he's going to tell me what to do with it. I know he will. Well, there he is. Al Cena, the other veteran, right there behind him. Logan Hilton's going to be third. Sebastian Marin fourth. Paul Witt fifth. Andy, the Lamborghini machine. Check this out. That is awesome. But he's sixth. Joe Delavecchia, 7th, 8th, Travis. David Boone, 9th, 10th, Mike Rimkus. And BK right back up to the 11th spot. And did not have to use a fast repair, by the way, so that's a good thing. I gotta mess with this guy. Why? It's fun. Michael Russell, Bobby in the booth. How are you doing?
What's happening, Bobby?
You know what? Actually, I think everybody's playing very nicely tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, they're playing nice, but they're still wrecking.
Well, it's super speedway, baby. You gotta have some kind of wrecks.
Yeah, sure.
But hey, you're mad. You're sitting out here. You 44 laps completed out of 77. You're leading these boys. You gotta try to keep her clean.
And guess what, Bobby? I'm not down.
And you're not a lap down. What's going on with that? You better go out and play the lottery here when you get done racing tonight.
Give it time. I'll be a lap down before it's over.
You know what? That's what I like about you. You be a great motivational speaker. You know that?
I'm just out here having fun, man.
Yeah, it looks like you are. Well, you're getting ready to have a lot of fun because we're going to go green flag racing. So good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Hey, if you could pass a word to that Al Cena guy.
Yeah.
Tell him to get in front of me.
I'll do that.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right. Tell him to get in front of me. I do think he might be referring to that guy right there. There he is. He's going to be up on that top line. And that's why he said that. So that's where they're going to be at. Al Cena will be up top. The 81's down on the bottom. And he would probably love for him to drop right into that rocket chair. But I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't going to have to worry about telling him to do anything. Why? Because this cat right here. Oops, not that one, the other one. This guy right here, Sebastian Marin in that 23, I can assure you he is going to push him right on down the road right here. Well, there we go. 44 laps out of 77 in the books. Back to the green flag again. If he likes it, we'll go green. If he don't, we'll do it again. He likes what he sees, and he does. Away we go. Going up through the gears, one thing you don't want to do is you do not want to miss a shift. If you do, you will get your butt ran over. Too quick to talk about. Hilton does a heck of a push job right there. Jumps right up. Logan being pushed by Al Cena in the 85. Will he drop right down because he's cleared, or will he stay right where he's at? Let's see what he does. He might be staying right with Al Cena in that 85 till they both clear. Michael Russell still out on the bottom of that rocking chair, like I call it, safe as in your mama's arms, until somebody turns you. Cena sticking the nose to him once again. Cena drops down in front of him. He's going to drop into the rocking chair. Logan stays up on that high line. Boys trying to get something back here. Nagels and Mark Mann. First time we've seen a charge all night by last season's champion. Talking about that 04 machine. Him and Nagels in the 22 are working together up top. Trying to work their way up front. Now, if they get good momentum going up in that top line, don't be surprised if you don't see the 54 or the 23 jump right up there and take some of that momentum. I'm sure they're watching in the rearview mirror. Back in the back. There he is, Gabe Butler. He's 27th. Keep that in the back of your head. 27th. He ain't gonna be there long. A lot of these guys, Jimmy Crow or JD Crow, same thing. Dean Wilkinson in the 55, the Van Halen machine. These guys are just sitting back here, just waiting for these laps to wind down a little bit more. And when they do, here they come. You can already see Dean starting to go up on that high line up there. Nagel's making it work with a little bit of help. He's going to drop right to the middle. And if he's got enough clearing, he's going to drop. Oops, he's going to drop down to the bottom, but he doesn't have him cleared yet. Now, Michael Russell, net 81. I got to be honest with you, that old fart can push too. And I can guarantee you they got their work cut out for him if they're going to get up in front of Al Cena in that 85 in the rocking chair. Because Russell ain't going to allow it. I don't know, it's because he spends most of his time in a rocking chair at home or what the deal is. Nagels is cleared. They got a big run right there. As soon as I said that, the bottom kind of fell out in that lower line. And you're going to get three of these guys going to drop right down in front of them. We were talking about the 96. He was like 4 laps down during this whole entire race. And if I'm not mistaken, no, that wasn't him. I'm sorry, I lied. It was the 46 David Overstreet. He is still 4 laps down. Three wide, baby. You got to be real careful when you go down that below that yellow line, because that'll jerk you right up. Whoa, we got some guys in trouble back here in the back. That liable to bring out a caution. See back here who it is, and there it is. That will be the 20 of Jay Hilliard. Should be happening right here. Somewhere up in here. You can see some of them guys dropping down on that yellow line. That will throw you and cause havoc. They slowed up a little bit in that middle. The 20 really didn't have a hole. He really got out of it, or he would have drilled the guy in front of him. And the 90, he could not slow down whatsoever, and he just ran him over. They really slowed up here, if you'll watch. They got a little squirrely way up there in front, so guys backed out of it. See the 20 hard onto the brakes right there, not the 90. He didn't see that slowdown coming in front of him. Probably couldn't see it. And, of course, he tags Hilliard right there in the GoPro machine. Heck, he's going just as fast backwards as he is forward, I think, sometimes. Look at him. He's going to swerve it around, and he's going to take off and get going again. Into the pits he goes. 52 out of 77 in the books. Man, you people out on YouTube are awful quiet. Are you still with me? Am I that boring? Will they come in? I'm thinking they might. Or will they hold off? I do believe a lot of these cats are probably going to come in. Let's see. And here they come. Your race summary, 4 cautions. 23 lead changes so far. 26 laps to go. When you get it right around 15 to go or so, that's when the storm starts to really brew up. Gets dark, you hear the thunder off in the distance getting closer. And I do believe last season's champion, I don't know why I say year, Mark Mann is going to lead these boys out. Mark Mann, then Mr. Logan Hilton, Sebastian Marin, Al Cena, Travis, Eric, James, Cody Nagels, Paul Witt 9th, 10, Mike Rimkus, I believe, 10th, yep. That's your top 10, you're looking at them. Like to think these 3 fellers right here putting in rig cameras. Sebastian, I don't know where he's at. He might be in a dungeon somewhere, it's so dark. Paul Witt's at a disco. Gives you a chance to see these guys in action. I'm looking to see if anybody's dancing behind Paul, but I don't see anybody. Oh, let me see. Who can I get? Who do I have to chat with? So many people, so little time. How about you, Snake? It's Bobby the Booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going, Bobby?
It's going pretty good. The race seems to be quite well out there. The guys are playing nicely.
Yeah, they're doing well. I guess they got Jimmy under mine. He's heading to California in the morning to spend time with his Aunt Irma, who's not doing real well. That's his dad's sister. So that's where he's at, in case anybody's wondering. So we're all right. We're thinking about him.
Yes, we certainly are. Have a safe trip for sure. You're setting 26th, and I know your game plan. That's why I've always called you the Snake. When are you going to start making your way up front? Just kind of depends on how the boys are doing. Do you feel them out, determined by the laps left?
Well, I'll tell you what, we're real close on fuel. So I might sit back and try and save a bit and see if I can make it and then go.
There you go. All right, guys, we're going to watch you. Good luck. Keep an eye on you, and hopefully you can bring that puppy into victory lane. I just love seeing the old snakehead out there.
All right, my brother. Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Sure.
Mr. Man, it says second, but he's not. He's number one. Brian Edwards in the 74, Logan Hilton, Sebastian Marin, Al Cena. Those are your top 5 right here. Race summary, 24 laps to go, 4 cautions, 25 lead changes. And we do want to mention Jimmy Crow, the league owner. He's got to get up in the morning and travel across states, see his aunt who's ill. So our thoughts and prayers is with her and with him for safe travel. Still, not a single word by anybody. Y'all got to be alive. You have to be. There's no way you're asleep. Somebody say something out there. Mara, you got your fingers crossed, legs crossed, eyes, toes, everything else you can cross? If you don't, now's about the time you want to start. And that is the truck owner of the 04 of Mr. Mark Mann. Mark is going to be on the bottom, the 28. Justin Holland, he's going to be up top. And everybody started off right on the bottom. Something happened back here. There, yeah, we got a problem. Somebody's missed a gear back here, caused another caution. Guarantee it. Let's see if I can find it. Right in this area here. Let's see it. It almost looks like they weren't even ready. That's what it was. The 48 BK was ready to take off, and the rest of them weren't. Something is not right with that takeoff. I don't think they were in line to go, if you ask me. See how slow they're all running right here? I mean, they're not in sequence or anything, but the lights are out on that pace car. That kind of threw me by surprise. They should have been double file all the way back. So they were waiting for somebody to get in line, and they didn't, so everybody stayed back right here, which is a bad thing. Yeah, it got kind of nasty back here. Watch back in this area here. It says green flag, go, 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 and they start to take off, and these guys are like, man, something ain't right. You can see BK Anderson in the 48 machine. They go to take off, and they hold up. Gonna send them flying. So a miscommunication of some sort on the restart right here. I don't really know. Kind of like to find out if I can, though. And I got a guy to ask, and that's going to be him. There he runs, going around. Sebastian Marin. Let me see if I can get a hold of him and see what happened. Sebastian, Bobby in the booth, can you please tell me what happened there?
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I couldn't see anything, you know, being basically the whole field single file. I can't tell you. My only guess is maybe just people saving fuel, and right when they were coming to green, they probably closed the gap, and people behind thought they were going or accelerated, and then they had to check up pretty hard and probably just caused a stack up.
Well, it really confused me because they're getting ready to go green flag racing with 20 laps to go, and everybody is single file. It kind of blew my mind, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because fuel-wise, we were gonna be right on the money. You know, everybody was gonna be probably like a corner to the good. That's how close it was gonna be. So everybody double pitted to top off. That's why everybody was single file. So yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for the explanation. Oh, by the way, all we see is your handsome little face. It's dark in that room, boy.
Here, you want me to turn it up for a second?
There you go, guys. There he is. Give him a nice wave. There he does. You see his rig, his outfit, his wheel, and everything.
I guess if you can call this a rig, it's not really a rig. It's just a stand.
Well, are you feeding the bird is what I want to know.
Hold on, let me check. Do you hear it?
No, it's pretty quiet right now.
Probably because my mic is a little far away from it.
We can hear him every once in a while. Just take care of the bird, man. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Anybody that's watching and they don't know what it actually is, they're missing out. Pretty funny.
It's his pet. It's the only pet that he has. I mean, he's got a cat.
Yeah.
He's got a cat.
Yeah.
He's got a cat that wants nothing to do with him.
I have 4 cats.
And they all don't want nothing to do with you.
No.
All right, buddy. Good luck. Finish this thing off. Try to bring that puppy home into victory lane.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Always a pleasure talking to him. He's a lot of fun. I'm telling you, this cat, he is good. He is. And he ought to be. I think he races 7 days a week on here. 19 years old, no girlfriends, no nothing. He's the heck with it. I don't need it right now. But back on that accident back there, this caution that we just had, there wasn't a thing that 48 really could do. Everybody kind of checked up, and it said green flag, and he took off. And everybody really slowed up. It's like a big daisy chain reaction right there. Like you said, a lot of guys is trying to save fuel. Could it come down to a fuel mileage race? Nah, I'm kind of doubting it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when we get down to about 8, 9, 7 to go, you're going to see possibly 2 or 3 more incidents, and that's going to add on more laps around this place. So the ones that are real close on making it, well, you just don't know. It might take them right out of the game and they have to pit. We'll see. $20 to go. There's your race summary. 5 cautions, 26 lead changes. And that will change, I can promise you. Kevin Free says, I hope Seabass wins. Is that what you said, Kevin? Kevin out here, which happens to be the dad of Cody, and I got him right here, and Cody's sitting in that 6th position, or 5th position, one of the MaxspeedTV drivers, who's yet to win a broadcast race by me, so he does have a little pressure. Nice to see you out there, Kevin. And the nose probe, they thought I had sinus issues, and come to find out I don't. I'm allergic to something, so I got to go to an allergy test. I personally think I'm allergic to my wife, but we're going to find out. Mark Man on the bottom, last season's champion. Up top, the 28, Justin Holland. And Justin came from 35th to 2nd. Now they're lined up. This is the way I'm like seeing. Now this makes more sense. The Super Speedway Kings. Every single one of these cats think they can win this race. They really do. And that's why right now, about 15 to go, that's when things is really going to get interesting. They'll stick it in places that don't belong, and they'll try to put it where it won't fit. Man jumps out, gets through the gears really clean. The 74 Brian Edwards is right there with him. You don't want to get too far out ahead because those guys, they will absolutely freight train you. And here they come. 429. Paul Witt, 63, Logan Hilton pushing him, drops him into the rocket chair. You can see it already. It's starting to get a little crazy. Nagel's way up top right there, being shoved by Sebastian Marin in that 23. Drops him down into the middle in front of Logan. Now they are clear to drop down for all the way to the rocket chair, and they haven't yet, but here comes that 22. He may prevent them from doing that. Nope. Cody drops down just in time in front of him. Now Sebastian's in the middle. The Groover brothers up top. And here they come, and they've got help. BK Anderson in the 48 with him. And the 90 of Gary Jenkins as well. Now's when you have that feeling that in the bottom pit of your stomach. And every driver out here is having that same feeling. They just don't know when. Sebastian still in the middle with Logan Hilton doing the pushing right there with him. Top line still just can't quite get it up there. You see how close these guys get to one another? They try to do that thing called side drafting. That's where they pull that line backwards. Sebastian drops it all the way down to the bottom. A couple trucks back there are disappearing and coming back. The admins will be watching that carefully. I was just talking about the 88. My buddy, Gabe, the Snake. There he is in the middle, working his way up front, currently 18th. $16 laps to go. I'm gonna change from this to that. That way you can see the action better without having my telemetry blocking anything. Logan's still in the middle, but he cannot clear Sebastian. Now we got ourselves a caution. I'm shocked. Not quite sure where this has happened. I'll try to find it right here. Oh, there it is. The 101 is going around in circles, and that's going to be Randy Minor. Let's take a look at it. Did he have a little help? A little help from his friends? Let's see. Yeah, just a little touch right there is all it was. Watch the 74 come up. Touches him. And that's all it took, just a touch. And you got to send Randy flying. Who's going to run into him? The 071's going to run into him. But notice how it's keeping it right down on the bottom. And all those guys up there on the top are saying, thank God. So those two cats are going to be banging around here in the grass. So we're going to line it all up. And we're going to do it again. 15 laps to go. Logan is going to be leading them. Now here's the thing. Are they going to come into pit or are they going to stay out? By the looks of them running all the way down on that bottom apron, I think they're going to try to stay out. And they are so far. See if we got any takers here. Doesn't appear to be. Now, some of these guys that are way back here, if they need to pit for any reason, they will. Because it's not going to hurt anything. You can see these guys coming in right now. And if I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw Mark Mann in there as well. Yep, I did. Mark's all the way back to the 31st position. I'm thinking he had to get him some fuel, possibly. Logan Hilton's going to lead him. Patrick Gruber second. James Mayer third. Fourth, Sebastian Mayer and Seth Gruber fifth. Travis Turnamar is sixth. Cody Nagel seventh. BK Anderson eighth. James Moen ninth and 10th. Brian Wang cracking the top 10. A big thanks tonight to our in-rig cameras. Nagels, Witt, Marin. Gives an opportunity around the states or the world. Check out the guys' rigs, see how they run, how they're driving. I still say that Witt is in a disco somewhere. Possibly. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here, the SSK boys, on a Tuesday night. MaxspeedTV, the #1 subscribed broadcasting network in iRacing. I think we're pushing almost 9,000 subscriptions or subscribers. Pretty close anyway. You can go over there to our Facebook page. You can check out the other broadcasters and myself when we race next or broadcast next, so you don't miss anything. I'm a little concerned because there hasn't been one single person say a word in the last 30 minutes. In chat, y'all still with us or what? "13 laps to go." This is when the guys are going to start making their moves. Take a look. Remember the snake, Butler? He's right now up to 12th position. It says 14, but it's 12th. Alcina, JD Crow, those are the guys you're going to be watching. They're coming. Heck, maybe my check quit working. I don't know. Who knows? But at least we get to watch it anyway. The ugly pace car is going to be out of here. We're going to stay right here on them. We're going to do the little name tag. Gruber's going to be up top. Hilton's going to be on the bottom. Sebastian Marin is your pusher up top. The 95, James Mayer, he's going to be your pusher on the bottom. Don't miss a gear. Don't spin the tires. Be smooth. That's the key. That's what they want to do. I would imagine they're going to jump off 3 and 4 wide here in a matter of a couple of laps. Sebastian's got his nose buried. As you can see, I mean buried. Still buried. Right there into the groover machine. BK Anderson, here comes the snake. Gabe Butler working his way up. He's got Al Cena behind him. Trying to make something happen on that top line. 4 wide right back here. You can see them. Now they're going to straighten back out. And here comes Gabe in the 88. He's got to push BK right up into the front up here. As Patrick drops down into the rocking chair. You want to know what it's like being nice and tight racing like this? Riding with Giovanni. There he is on his roof. See these guys moving all over? That air is whipping them around. They gotta check up, and you gotta hope you don't get ran over in the back. $10 to go at the line. $9 to go at the line, I'm sorry. But this is what it's like right here. You can see them moving all around. When you're this tight, you've got to be able to get air into that radiator because you will blow that motor up. Al Cena doing his job. Whoa, trouble on the bottom, and away they go off into the inside. Are they going to be able to keep it off the track? I don't think so. They're all wrecking up here. That's going to be a caution for sure. Try to figure out right there. I do believe it's going to be the 54 is going to start this little mess. I do think. Let's see. Back it up. We'll hop with the 07. You can see everything right from his truck. I think. There he is, Brian Wang. All right, let's see it. We'll slow her down. You can see him. Right up front. We had a guy disappear there. He's got to come down, and just so slightly hit him. I mean, he does. He's going to turn him. He's going to get turned, unfortunately. And those cats are going to go off into the wild blue yonder. Right in the inside. And they hit hard. The 37, I do believe. And I think that is Milam, I think. Or the 34. Let's see it. Nope, that's the 34. He manages. I don't know who that is that took him to the fence. I swear I don't. Dadgummit. It's really hard to get these guys exactly. Trust me. Right around and see. You see the guy disappear right there, didn't you? So that's either going to be the 30 or the 28. I think it's the 30, I believe. But man, does he hit and hit hard. Sends him flying. But that's how that one goes down. And that will leave a mark, to say the least. That could be, guys, oops, not him. Could be the recipient of a Dude Wipes Award for having more skid marks in your shorts than the track has. You're watching Super Speedway Kings coming at you right here. Logan Hilton. He's going to be on the bottom. James Mayer will be up top, 1 and 2. There's the Snake. Gabe Butler in third. BK Anderson fourth. Seth Gruber fifth. Al Cena sixth. Patrick Gruber seventh. Paul Witt eighth. Ninth, Cody Nagel, Sebastian Mayer, and that's your top 10. Your race summary, 7 laps to go, 7 cautions, 32 lead changes. And it's not over. Kevin, 7 more laps before the caution. You might be right. Every single one of these guys, that many laps to go, all the way back here to Dean Wilkinson, back in the 20th position. These first 20 guys, they think they can win this race. And they all have a legitimate chance to do so. And that's when they start really, you know, like I said before, sticking it in places that don't want to fit, or they try to make it fit. Get a little push happy, perhaps. Patience kind of flies out the window here shortly. All kinds of factors involved. No, I haven't done the loose cannon in quite a while because, well, I haven't heard anything that much loose cannon-wise, so. So far, everybody is playing nicely. And they're all professionals. I mean, these guys are good. Every single one of these guys, they can win this. They got a good chance. They all know they can. All of them's probably been champion 1 or 2 or 3 times in the leagues. To tell you how popular the Super Speedway Kings are, you got 42 spots you can fill up, and as soon as iRacing puts it on, the league members, the league owner puts it up, the room, you got to be quick with the finger to click on just to be able to beat 42 other cats to be able to get into the race. They probably turn away just as many, if not more, than they're actually racing. It's a hard venue to get in. You got about 60 guys standing there in their rigs with their finger on top of the mouse, ready to push it as soon as it comes available. The 95, James Mayer, he's up top. Mayer, he started 10th. Logan Hilton down in the bottom. The pushers, BK Anderson up top, and the 88, the Snake, Gabe Butler. He's as sneaky as one. 1 minute and he's 20th, and the next minute he's 3rd. Well, let's see if they can play nice for 5 more laps. And here we go. Like I said before, don't spin your tires. They're probably getting worn out, and do not miss a gear. The money shift, they call it. You don't want to screw that one up. And away we go. Already 3 wide, not wasting any time at all. Butler pushing Logan right out there away from all the traffic as much as he possibly can. Seth Gruber with the 95 coming on strong. Gabe sees that. He grabs that momentum from him. Is it going to be enough to put him up and around the 63? Whoa, a little bit of fighting going on. Nagels has got his hands full because he's getting his back end beat to pieces. Gerald Forbes is absolutely beating the snot out of that back bumper of Nagels. He had his hands full there for a minute. Did a great job saving it. Logan in the rocket chair in the bottom. Gabe Butler right there in the middle. Here comes Alcina up top. Whoa, trouble. Nagels has gotten hit. We saw it happening. The 42 gets into the 85. And now we got ourselves, well, we got a bad one. And Alcina, I think he just actually went up and seen and talked to Jesus there for a moment. We got to go through this mess. This is going to be a good one. Watch that 73. He hits Nagels coming out of that turn once. Gets him loose. Kind of hits him again. Hits him again sideways. And that's when it causes it right there. Not a thing he could do about it. We'll run it up and show you. My opinion. Now watch it right here. Hits him once and gets him sideways. Hits him again right there. He didn't let up at all. He just ran his butt over. And that's when it all happens. Now, up front, I'm not quite sure. Take a peek right here. Let's get with the 429. Paul Witt. Can't see it that close. Let's try it right here. See what happens. You can see them all getting bunched up right there when Cody got drilled. But I don't know what happened right here. Ah, here you go. An uneven push. See it? He's not square to the push. Turns him. Plain and simple. And that's what sucks about these trucks. You really got to be careful. But man, he sent him for a ride. I'm telling you. The 85, Alcina, we're going to ride with him. He definitely got the Dude Wipes Award, without a shadow of a doubt. And we'll put that in our little memory banks. Run it back here a little bit. Let's ride with him. He gets turned right there. And there he goes. He goes up, shakes Jesus' hand, says hi. And he comes back down. Blown motor. You can see it. He's got nothing. He's dead in the water. So, everybody's running back around here. An unfortunate situation. That just not letting out of it. When you hit somebody and you get them kind of turned sideways somewhat, you got to back off and let the guy kind of gather it back up. Bottom line, that just ran him over. That'll leave a bad taste in your mouth. Guaranteed. Mr. Butler up front. 3 laps to go. Logan Hilton up front with him on the top. Seth Groover and Patrick Groover. Those are your pushers. The Groover brothers all night been running back up front, in the back, up front, in the back. So real quick, we'll get through this. Butler's leading them. Logan Hilton, second. Seth Gruber, third. Fourth, Patrick. Andy, fifth. Stefano, sixth. Brian Wang is seventh. Dean Wilkinson up the eighth. Rick Seabrand's ninth, and Todd Siebels 10th. Now, everybody's had to use one fast repair so far, except for Mr. Gabe Butler and Logan Hilton. Up front anyway. And you come down to Stefano. He has not used any of his fast repairs. Everybody else has used one or two. Get down to crunch time right here. Lights are out on that pace car. They're gonna get ready to get together. Nagels is gonna end up being a lap down after being beat to death. Pretty much took him out of the contentions. Dean Wilkinson up into that 7th position. Brian Wang having a good run. There's Siebels and Seabrands, 9 and 10. Your last season champion right there. He's 15th. You are watching Super Speedway Kings. MaxspeedTV by with all the hobbies coming at you tonight on a Tuesday night. Getting ready to wrap things up. Probably some unhappy campers here. I'm going to assume if the league owner was in here, I think there'd be a few seats probably taken up in the bad boy trailer. Now, the two Groover brothers, those two cats get hooked up, look out. They run so well together. Logan Hilton, young veteran. Gabe Butler, sort of young veteran. What are they going to branch out 3 wide? Probably just before they get past across the finish line right here. Gonna be a dog-eat-dog world right now, buddy. And it's crunch time. Ooh, getting a little close right there. They gathered it back up. Doing a little side drafting right there, the first 4 trucks. Trying a little something on that 3rd line now. It's starting to happen a little bit, trying to get them up here. Butler's still down in the bottom. And he wants nothing more than Seth Groover to push his tail end off. As his brother, Patrick, is pushing Logan Hilton. Has he got him clear to drop in front of Butler, or in front of Gabe Butler? No, he does not yet. You can see him moving along really fast right here. That top line trying to get, whoa! Logan Hilton had his hands full, buddy. The 07 just about turned him sideways. Brian Wang did. White flag, here we go. Who's it gonna be? Whoa, Gabe gets hit hard by Seth. And there goes the big one. People are dying in the back. And take a look at this one, huh? There's your winner, Logan Hilton. Done, finished. Congratulations, Logan, he does it. And I think everybody else is flat out wrecked back there. Watch him coming to the line right here. I'll slow it down. You can see it. Gabe got hit, kind of got sideways and bounced off a few guys. Seabrands and him gets into it, the 0-2, and then everybody just piles up back there. Take a look at this. The 07 comes right along. He actually finishes second, Brian does, and he does it in style. I'll show you. Watch this. There he is. He finishes it backwards in second place. How's that, huh? There's your winner, Logan Hilton, ladies and gentlemen. Logan Hilton's going to be your winner of this bad boy. You guys stick around. We're going to talk with the top 3 guys. You're watching the SSK boys. We're going to be right back. Stick around. Don't you go anywhere.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane, press and hold your reset button, and we'll come and get you.
We're back to talk with the boys. SSK, top 3 cats. Number 3, Patrick. Talk to me, buddy. How was that run?
Oh, a lot of fun. It's always fun here in SSK. Congrats to Logan there and Brian for second there. Wild finish at the end there. Not sure what happened.
I'm going to tell you what, you and your brother, I don't know how much practicing you guys do together at iRacing, but man, oh man, you guys work so well together. It's almost like you know what each one is thinking without even having to talk to them.
Yeah, we're twins, so kind of helps.
Yeah, it does. You finished third, got some points out of the deal. You're up front just about all night long, running around the top 5 or so. You and your brother both. Unfortunately, he didn't end up so well. He ended up 16th after everything. But you come in third, my friend. Congratulations. Podium's yours. Who do you want to thank before I get you out of here?
Oh, thanks, Seth there for helping me out all race, and say hi to everybody watching on YouTube. And thanks, Jimmy. I know he's away. I'm sure he's watching right now. But thanks to Jimmy for all he does, and all the guys on SSK. Great room here, and thanks, Bobby, for broadcasting.
All righty, buddy. You take care of yourself and have a safe work week, and we'll catch you later on down the road.
All right, thanks. See you.
All right. Next up, this guy. He has to be the show-off. Brian, I got it. I took a picture of you there when you crossed the finish line, slow motion, backwards. You want to explain yourself?
Yeah. I just we were, I think, 4 wide there after Seth gave a little bit of a bad bump to Gabe, and then I got turned, or maybe I turned myself, and then Gabe pushed me across the finish line almost backwards.
Yeah, you was pert near backwards. You always have to be flamboyant, don't you?
Yeah.
See, now you can actually wear that honor 777 number on the side of that truck now. All right.
That's how I get honored for finishing backwards.
Well, congratulations, buddy. It was a really good job. Good run. You started 26 and you finished second place. You got some points out of this deal. And let's see, you only had to use one of your fast repairs, so you stayed out of trouble for the most part.
Yep.
And good job. And podium's yours, man. Who do you want to thank?
Thanks to Hash Brothers Performance and J Concepts. And our race car was just really fast today. Made up from the back of the field to the front multiple times. And thanks to Jimmy and thanks to Team Bootnaka and you guys.
All right. Good job. Don't forget me. I'll cry. You have yourself a safe week, buddy, and we'll catch you next time around.
All right. See you.
All right. Bye-bye. Logan, what can I say, buddy? Again, we talk in the winner's circle.
Again, we talk in the winner's circle.
Again, we talk in the winner's circle. You started third, you led 29 laps, and you were up front just about all night long. Things got kind of hairy. You were back here, I think, a couple times you might have been back here a little ways and worked your way back up. But,
this race I feel like was my best performance so far in SSK. Stayed up front all night long. Went back to like in the top 15, like maybe into like 17th one time. So I was really proud of this one, especially at the end, especially getting so loose at the end there. I don't know how I held on to it, but all I know is that we did, and we came home with the win after a crazy race. And this win feels good, especially after what happened last week.
Well, you didn't even have to use a fast repair, so you definitely kept your butt out of trouble, didn't you?
I did not have to use a single fast repair. I didn't get a single incident point all night long somehow. So
you are as perfect could be tonight in this race, and it paid off. Number one, you got some points. Going for that championship. If you make all the races, I don't think you have to make all the races to get into it the way you drive. Congratulations on the win, buddy. Who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here?
I want to thank you guys over at MaxspeedTV for putting on the broadcast for the Street Speedway Kings. I want to thank Jimmy Crow for putting on these races. I want to thank Alliance Motorsports, people I race with tonight, and I'd like to thank Next C Sports as well, Splash and Go Graphics for this awesome, beautiful paint scheme. And I'd also, if I can use my words correctly, like to thank all my family and friends. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. For watching. And
don't forget your mom. She's been out here watching on YouTube.
Yes, thank you, Mom.
I saved you. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I was gonna get in trouble.
Well, congratulations, buddy. You have yourself a good week, and we'll catch you next time around.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All righty. Yeah, I think I might have saved him from Mom right there. Man, you next to thinking the broadcaster, you better be thinking your mother, especially she's out on YouTube out here and she's watching us. That is such an important thing you've got to do. I'd like to thank everybody for watching and hanging out with us tonight. The SSK Boys on a Tuesday night. Bobby with all the hobbies, Maxspeed TV. What a wild ride it was. We've got some happy campers and some unhappy campers. That's the way it is in Super Speedway. But you know what? SSK never lets you down. Always an exciting event. Thanks everybody on YouTube that hung out with us tonight. Certainly appreciate it. Everybody, be safe. Have a safe work week. And you know what? Grab a loved one. Give them a hug. Give them a kiss. Tell them you love them. Because you just never know in this day and age. We need more of it. This is Bobby. I'm out of here. See ya.